Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Triangle Strategy. Last time we left off, we did a mock battle and finished up the bridge fight. And this is how the squad's looking currently. So yeah, I did do that last time, so there's nothing else to do here. I don't think I could upgrade anybody anymore. Yep, not even Piccoletto for once. So yeah, we're proper done. Let's do check what you have though. Medal of Bravery. Silver medal required to promote a unit from recruit to veteran. Well, I definitely want one of those. We also have fleet-footed. Raise the movement of all allies by 2 for 1 turn. Required 2 QP. Grant 3 TP to an ally. Move an ally to a location within 8 squares. If that ally is charging or casting, that action will be suspended. What? A teleport. Stop a single enemy for 1 turn, preventing them from taking any actions, and increase quietus points. Well, all of those are very, very nice, but this Medal of Bravery will also be a very good thing to get. Promote. So, who do I want to promote? I think I can guess. Everybody else probably can too. Well, So what we actually get... Okay, your strength and stuff does go up, and your accuracy, and your physical defense, and your HP, and your TP. Anna's really good. My other one that I was gonna say was Frederica. Because having extra TP doesn't super matter on Anna, in my opinion. But having extra TP on Frederica would be such a boon. And you would also get access to Fire Eater. Grant the ability to absorb fire for 3 turns. Interesting. That is cool. Yeah. I think I maybe want to go with you, Frederica. I think maybe I just want to go with you. Anna's already strong enough, but Frederica would get so much out of having an extra TP. And look at your cool outfit change. Quite like that. Yeah, everybody gets new outfits too. Ooh, you become blue. Alright, well, Frederica, she's used in basically every fight. She is very good, so... Ah, and look at this. We even get a cool little, upgrade animation.
I hope I did not disappoint.
We even get a cool little promote animation like in Fire Emblem. Neato. Ooh, and your final outfit looks dope. Okay. And I can't get any more of those, right? Yep, that was my 1 Medal of Bravery. But yeah, having the extra TP is going to be so nice. I'm really, really excited about that. Anna doesn't really need the help, if I'm going to be honest. I shouldn't put all of my eggs in one basket either. I've been focusing on Anna a lot, so we need to give other people a chance as well. Alright, let's zoom out here. We want to go... There's nothing hanging out around the map, so I guess we're just going back here. Yes, Frosty Archduke enters Whiteholm Castle, the seat of power in Glenbrook, and lays claim to his throne. Gustadolph, you big asshole. Giant asshole, even.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
I should have checked out Patriot's profile.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
Wow, Patriot, you folded pretty damn quickly, didn't you? Minister of Glenbrook, a nobleman whose name has long been known throughout Glenbrook. He once led the Royalists, but bent the knee to Esfrost shortly after the invasion and now works as their pawn. I wonder if your profile said something different before, because we could have looked at your profile before, and if I had seen your art, then I would have been like, wow, he's an evil asshole. He's definitely going to betray us. But especially since it says he bent the knee to Esfrost shortly after the invasion, I think we probably couldn't have seen this version of this earlier. Probably just said Minister of Glenbrook. What a little shit.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
bootlicker.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant.
Yeah, that too. My wife says one of my cats is a sycophant because he gets really lovey and rubs all over you and everything when it's time to eat.
Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Yeah, I still find myself questioning how the hell you guys marched an entire-ass army right up to the castle.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Are you just gonna be married off, I guess? Regna's dead, right? So Cordelia's the only one of Roland's family left, and I guess you're just gonna be married off to legitimize this arrangement in the eyes of the people.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Oh. You're just gonna have a puppet monarch over Glenbrook. There's no point in you taking over because the people wouldn't love you, but if Cordelia's on the throne, there's, the people will at least look to her and possibly not realize that she's just a puppet of Gustadolph.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
Ah, so Regna is not dead yet.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
God, I can't wait to put a knife in your gut.
Father!
Don't worry, Cordelia. We'll be here to save you. Probably can't make it in time for Regna. Schedule's a bit full at the moment, but
What are we gonna do? Excuse me. Can you tell me what's happening? Did I hear him wrong? I don't. Where did he go? Is everything going fine?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolph, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us? I don't believe it.
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring.
I'm going to be amazed. I mean, of course, some of the subjects are going to believe this. Maybe ones that didn't like Regna anyway. But who's going to believe another country's person just coming in and being like, yeah, this totally happened, for sure, definitely.
And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder, and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not.
Okay. Well, if there were any people that were doubting it, now that's gone. They must be blackmailing Regna with something. It's like, if you say that you're the one that did it, then we won't do something, like kill Cordelia or something.
But I beg of you, spare my children.
Yep.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you.
These sorts of like things would always make me raise an eyebrow, because who's to say they didn't just torture the shit out of him until he would admit that he did it?
The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
But like I said, there's definitely going to be some people that will just take this at face value and not question it. So there's probably people that don't believe it in the crowd, and there's probably people that do. I mean, some people were saying you can't do this, so...
Roland. Cordelia. The future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Oof. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to let us see the head roll. Gotta keep that, T for teen rating, I'm assuming this game has.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Well, I guess we're going to be friends with Hyzan now. Or both of them are going to be trying to murder us, and the poor little Glenbrook domains here are going to be stuck in the middle. Oh boy. Oh, that's a lot of side stuff that just popped up. Holy. Okay. Well, let's start over here on Telior Streets. Lord Silvio Telior, head of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, ponders what the future holds for his domain. Ugh, I gotta sit up straight here. We're gonna have a lot of dialogue to get through.
Whatever is House Telior to do?
Did I look at your profile? No. Wow, look at this pompous idiot. Lord of House Telior, one of Glenbrook's high houses. His distant domain lacks the fighting power of the other 2 houses, but has been entrusted with safeguarding the kingdom's precious reservoir.
With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy.
So help us.
Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfords may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost, in return for amnesty for their own domain.
Yeah, you're thinking about all of the worst-case scenarios here, which makes sense. You're in a bit of a sticky situation, so of course you would be seeing it from all different angles. This is a very realistic reaction someone would have to this.
If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Don't agree with that, though. Oh, Silvio. Sometimes you gotta put the selfishness away and act for the good of others, my friend. You can clearly see who's in the wrong here. Also, how do you know Esfrost wouldn't just, like, take you over anyway? Minister Patriot, advisor to the king, conducts a covert investigation of the crown city under pretenses of a routine inspection, but to what end? I mean, yeah, Silvio, if you just bend the knee immediately and become a traitor, they might just treat you kind of like how they treat Patriot, because people love to be like, I'm the turncoat, but places usually don't trust turncoats as far as they can throw them, because if you betrayed your old place, how the hell can we trust you now? So, clearly they don't really like Patriot much, like Erica and Thalos were talking about Patriot. Like, they don't trust your ass. You're on shaky ground, so, we'll see. We'll see how things go. What are you doing, Patriot? You turncoat bastard.
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the King's Guard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed.
Yeah, that was one thing that wasn't really covered a lot up to this point. I was wondering, did they, like, you know, raise the town and attack it as they were coming in, or did they just march down the street straight to the castle? And the fact that they marched down the street and went straight to the castle is important because, yeah, they specifically didn't turn the people against them. Most of the time, the people don't really give a damn who's leading them. For a lot of these people, life's gonna be shit either way. So they don't really care who's up there in the castle. They're just like, oh, okay, whatever. We had a change. Obviously, if Gustadolph starts doing some really messed up stuff, they'll rebel, but he definitely helped keep them calm by just walking into the castle and doing that. And it also, like, legitimized his claim of, we're doing this as revenge for Dragan, because he didn't target any citizens, he just targeted the nobility that he's lying about being the killers of Dragan, so it was a smart play. He's still an asshole, but yeah, I see the political reasons behind this. Like I said, the intrigue in this game is pretty fun.
So, the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolph to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing.
Yeah, I mean, this certainly was a very well-planned invasion.
I have seen all I would. Let us return.
Really, the only loose end they left is Roland, but unfortunately, the way most of these stories go is, if you leave one of the heirs alive, we are going to come back, kick your ass, and take the throne back from you. It's just how it's gonna go. Lord Landroy Fawkes, King Regna's loyal bannerman since the days of the Salt Iron War, receives the news of his liege's grim fate. We even have an event in Hyzant that's finally gonna come into play here. I ignored them earlier, so...
Your Majesty, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid?
Can't know everything, friend.
cursing our fate will not bring you back to us.
I haven't seen your profile, have I? No, I did look at your profile, that is right.
We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Yeah, come join me. You seem cool. And you're an experienced veteran, so just like Narv, as the game shows us. Narv is a veteran of war, many a bloodshed under his belt. That's still so funny to me. That's just a bit of the plot and gameplay dissonance happening. Citadel of the Sands. News of Glenbrook's fall reaches the Citadel of the Sands in the far-off holy state of Hyzant, where a great battle of the Saltire War was fought so many years ago. I wonder if it would have changed, if my decisions had been different about where I was going to go, if it would have changed who actually attacked us? Like if I'd went to Hyzant, would Hyzant have attacked us?
Minister Sorsley.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that S-Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what do the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Yeah, I haven't looked at you, Booker. Sorsley, Inn's most trusted retainer. As such, his duties are many.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed. You may have the right of it.
Oh god, yeah, you're gonna go the, well, let's let our enemies fight each other and then we swoop in and finish them off route.
My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
Or maybe what you're thinking is, while S-Frost is concerned with everything going on in Glenbrook, you're gonna go attack S-Frost. Because, I mean, they did send a pretty good amount of the army. Also, Gustadolph is in Glenbrook. Who the hell's guarding S-Frost?
At once, Master.
Yeah, they may have left themselves pretty open. Yeah, that may be what they're going for. Yeah, all-out war is about to happen. I mean, Hyzant has to get into the war somehow, and them being greedy and wanting to get back at S-Frost would be a way to do it. Alright, let's get in here. Having made their escape by boat, Serenoa and his retinue finally make their way back to the Wolfort domain. But what awaits them there? Good things, I hope. Only good things.
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed.
We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Yeah, Father has heart problems. I like that song that plays there. It's like the intrigue or sad song or a bad news song. Similar to the one in Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh boy, speaking of similar to Final Fantasy Tactics.
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Well, that's not good news. We're losing everybody that we need.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
I wonder if somehow he lived. If he got hit off and he was bleeding, but he somehow lived. That would be dope.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
Yeah, that's not a confirmed death. I've played enough games and watched enough movies to know if you don't totally 100% see them die, they may not be dead.
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
Yeah, wow, this is really rough for Roland. Not only did he lose his father, he also lost his, like, mentor? And his brother.
At Gustadolph's command, Frost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain.
Now's a really good time for you to attack, Hyzant, just saying.
Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Okay, they are advancing. It's not battle yet, but they're getting closer. Alright, we can watch another one. As the Frosty army advances on Castle Wolfort, another crisis looms large for Serenoa and Prince Roland. Yeah, wow, our position really is fortified. We're on like a plateau, and we've built a castle on top of it. That's dope.
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolph. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Good, she'll be the first one to die.
Gustadolph's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
Are we gonna put it to another vote again? Because I'm not giving up Roland. That ain't happening.
You cannot be serious about this.
No.
It's all right, Frederica. Please continue, Benedict.
Is Benedict saying that we should give up Roland? Holy shit, I'm surprised Roland's able to keep a calm head here.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
Yeah, because they would just be able to surround us and just siege us out. How much food do we have? Can we get a food count? We need a food count.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
But see, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting.
No.
It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
So I'm feeling like in this upcoming decision, Benedict, Roland, and Anna are all going to argue for this?
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
Cannot render a decision here and now, there must be a solution. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince, but as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety. We cannot hope to win against Esfrost, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. Cannot render a decision here now. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince. I'm kind of wondering if I choose this, if we'll go into a vote. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince, but as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety. Cannot hope to win against Esfrost, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. We can hope to win. Damn it. Not render a decision here and now. There must be some solution. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Yeah, I mean, I can't render a decision here and now. We need to the scales. Come on, the scales.
I cannot render a decision here and now. There must be some solution.
I understand how you must feel. My brother has put House Wolfort in an impossible position. I cannot begin to apologize.
No, you are not to blame. Forgive me. I should not have spoken so.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction.
Yes, this is what I wanted. Okay. This is what I wanted.
I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Oh my god, this is a rough one. This is a rough decision. Oh god. I didn't think it was gonna ever get this rough. I thought it'd be all like, do we go to Esfrost or do we go to Hysant? Not, do we leave one of our party members behind for them to die, and also the final heir that's left to the throne of Glenbrook? Or do we stay and fight, even though the odds are looking very bad? I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter. I would very, very much like to hear everyone's thoughts on the matter. Okay, so the scales are gonna happen over there. I really want to do that, but we're at 36 minutes on this episode, and that will likely take a long time, because I'm going to be talking to everyone, I'm going to be posturing, I'm going to be doing all of that stuff, so I think we're going to save that for next time. I'm sorry, I really want to do it right now, but I do not have the time, and who knows how long it will take. So let's just check in on everything here. No new battle. No new battle. Nothing really for us to do here. Alright, let's leave the encampment, and I guess next time, when we play a triangle strategy, we'll be consulting the scales of conviction on Roland's fate. So I already know where I'm leaning, but we'll see what everyone says. Maybe one of my characters will sway me, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.